Let's have a look at all of the items and powers that are available for Mercy in Overwatch 2 Stadium. In this series of videos, I highlight some of the heroes, and I have a look at their powers and the items in Overwatch 2 Stadium. Today we're taking a look at Mercy. So here we are on the previous server with Mercy, another hero that I don't play that often, and not to say almost never. We're going to do our best, we're going to try and figure this out. We are in the weapon tab and we have 3 items right here, 1 rare, 2 epics, and the first rare is called Mid-Air Mobilizer. While airborne, gain 5% weapon power and 10% attack speed. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Alright, I'm cheating a little bit here, but let's see. Taking shots. Pretty fast. As soon as we go down, it goes to the rather slow shot again. Caduceus X, 10% weapon damage and 30% Caduceus range. So let's see what the range is. For it to connect is around 15 meters. Anything beyond 15 meters it won't connect. Under 15 meters it will connect, and you have a bit of leeway for a few seconds before it disconnects. See, now if you use Caduceus X, you can see that it is substantially further. Well, actually, around 20 meters? So yeah, 20 meters. A difference of about 5 meters, which is 33%. I'm explaining math here, come on. I'm the last person that should be doing that. But anyways, Celestial Clip, 10% weapon power, 30% max ammo. A Caduceus Blaster has a 10% chance to fire an extra shot that doesn't consume additional ammo. Let's give that a try. You can hear it in the rhythm. Occasionally you can just hear it go 10% chance is low, so you won't hear it that often, but it is high enough. Okay, but that was all for the weapons. Let's move over to the abilities where we have another 3. The first one is Long Distance Wings, 10% ability power and 33% Guardian Angel range. So basically the range at which you can fly to a target, which I don't know by heart how far that actually is. Let's see how far I can get away from that guy. Man, that is still very far. This is without the item. There we go. This is about the range at which we can fly to this bot. That is without the item. Now the item is going to add 33% to that. My guess is that it is about 50 meters. So that will add another, I don't know, 16, 17 meters to it. It looks like this is about the sweet spot. So 15 to 17 meters, so yeah. Might come in handy. I don't know. I'm not feeling that one, but I'm not a Mercy player. Next one is Resurrection Rangefinder. 10% cooldown reduction, always nice. And 75% resurrection range. The range is as soon as you can see the portrait. So this is it right now. Which is not bad. Usually people tend to stack right on top of the target. But anyways, going to add the Resurrection Rangefinder. So the range is about right here. I mean, it is still going to be risky at times, but in other moments when you have a bit of cover, it should be doable to keep safe while you're rezzing. And the last ability item is Angelic Acrobatics. 15% Guardian Angel move speed. Guardian Angel's cooldown starts as soon as you jump or crouch, which basically means that they're trying to get you to do the super jump. Let's start out with the speed. So this is the normal speed. And this is the enhanced speed. I mean, you can sense it. Now, the extra thing it does is that it will start to cool down if you do crouch. You do the super jump, of course. Because that basically makes sure that you're not going on cooldown with that one. I think a good Mercy player can basically keep flying. I'm not a good Mercy player, so yeah. But that was the last of the abilities. The next ones are survival items. There's 4 of them. The first one is called Aerodynamic Feathers. Gives you 25 health. While affected by Angelic Descent, continuously gain 10% move speed every 1 second up to 60. So we're doing the descent. We're going to keep moving faster and faster. Up to a total of 60%. Could be useful. The next one is called Angel Leisure Wear. That is an interesting name. 25 health. While affected by Angelic Descent, heal 3% of your life every 1 second. Let's take some damage. And as we flutter down, we take some extra healing. Saving yourself just got a lot better. Over to the epics. Blessed Boosters, 50 health. Your launch velocity is increased by 25% when cancelling Guardian Angel with crouch or jump. Okay, so the super jump gets empowered. That's basically it. Oh my god, yeah. That is a pretty big jump. Holy hell. Yep, that will work. And then the last one for the items. Chain Evoker, 50 armor, 5% Kadisha's staff damage boost, and 50% ultimate charge from damage boost. So pushing Mercies to do a little more boosting, I guess. It is going to give you way more ult charge. And it is extra useful for whoever you're boosting, so that is actually a pretty good one. Even I know that that might be a good pick. Alright, let's move over to the powers. The first one is called Distortion. I have that on my amp, actually. Allies boosted by Kadisha's staff gain 20% lifesteal. Which is kind of hard to show because these guys don't shoot and this guy is not getting shot at, so yeah. But you get the point. Glass Extra Full. Healing from Kadisha's staff targeting full heal allies is converted to overhealth up to 50. Overhealth is definitely a big thing in Stadium. It gives you a little buffer to work with in case you need to switch to another target, rest someone or whatnot. But you get the point. Protective Beam. Kadisha's staff targets above 80% life gain 10% damage reduction. Again, something that is kind of hard to show. Just know that they'll take 10% less damage, which will definitely help you if you focus heal attack, for instance. That is going to help you out tremendously. Serenity. Sympathetic Recovery heals you for 20% more and heals you even while you are healing a full health ally. So that is the passive that heals you when you heal someone else, but it usually stops when they're full health. And in case you use Serenity, that is going to be even 20% more and it will keep healing even if that target is already full health. Definitely something that is going to help you stay alive. Threads of Fate. Kadisha's staff changed to your previous target for 3 seconds at 50% effectiveness. I mean, we've all been there, you're healing 2 targets at the same time, but at this point, if you swap over between 2 targets, you'll see that it actually connects to your previous target, and it won't be as potent, it will be at 50%, but still, if you just heal them, that should be sufficient to keep 2 people up. Just switch between them and you're going to be fine. That is pretty strong. Battle Medic. Every 1 second your staff is attached, Kadisha's Blaster gains 4% attack speed, stacks up to 10 times, until you reload or swap to your staff. That is for those battle mercies. If you are healing, you'll see that stack go up. It will go up to 10. There we go. And then your weapon basically becomes a machine gun until that disappears and you have to heal again. Probably if you have 2 characters connected, it's going to be even better. But yeah, this gives a whole new meaning to Battle Mercy. She's going to love that. Equivalent Exchange. You have 3 charges of Resurrect with 33% reduced cast time, but the cooldown is only reset at the start of a round. So, these bodies are going to die in a second. We can resurrect this one, resurrect this one. You know what? Let's bring this guy back for a second time. And then you see that your resurrect is locked out. And it is going to stay locked out for the rest of this round. So you have 3 resurrects all this round. You can use them whenever you want to, but once you use all of them, they're gone. Next up is First Responder. When you resurrect an ally, you both gain 25 overhealth for 6 seconds. I like that one. It basically fixes one of the major issues with res. Look at that overhealth. Usually the issues are that either Mercy dies or the target that she has res died because they can't get away. There's too many people shooting at them. With that 250 overhealth, you'll do fine. You'll get away with it and your target will get away with it. So it basically kind of ramps up the effectiveness of your res. Renaissance. After successfully using Resurrect, activate Valkyrie for 5 seconds. Res and Valkyrie. Battle Mercy. That's the other way of doing it. You res someone and you just go in really aggressive. Try and stay alive by killing everybody else. Works. When Guardian Angel ends, heal your target for 4 life for every 1 meter you traveled. Let's give that a try. So, we're really far away. We fly at them and that's not bad. And if you kind of combine it with the other one where you can fly in from really, really far, that's even going to be bigger. So you're going to be using your Guardian Angel anyways. You might as well heal your target. I like that one. Alright, Triage Unit. When using Guardian Angel on allies below 50 health, Kadisha's staff heals them 30% more for 3 seconds. Again, let's give it a try. You fly at this target and then, as you can tell, they'll take a few bits of extra healing. I think you can make some really potent combos to keep everybody up, to keep everybody alive, to kind of lean into the things that you're doing. You won't even have to change your rotation or your playstyle too much. It will just kind of happen automatically. Anything that you do will get amplified in a very different way. I like those. The last power for Mercy is Crepuscular Circle. What is crepuscular? If you know, let me know in the comments, because never heard that word. Anyways, while Valkyrie is active, the healing and damage boost of Kadisha's staff are automatically applied to nearby allies. What? Okay, I need to see this to fully comprehend what that does.
Heroes never die.
Oh, look at that! So if you just want to go battle Mercy, go for it. Because everything will just happen automatically. Okay, yeah, that is kind of badass. At that moment, Mercy not only just kind of amplifies and heals like crazy, but she can actually do damage at the same time. She doesn't have to make that choice. I like it. I mean, like I said at the start, I'm not a Mercy player, but I think you guys will find some combos in there. I'll see if I can make a video about that. So, but that was all for Mercy. Tell me, what combination of powers and items are you running for Mercy? Let me know in the comments. For now, however, that was it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It always helps me out. I also want to thank my patrons and YouTube members. You too can become a member over on patreon.com/theomnicpost and right here on YouTube to unlock exclusive rewards. If you have a few minutes left, maybe check out one of my other videos. But above all, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye bye.